Come on, everybody. Here we go. Off to Weberland.
Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ryan.
We are Adventures in Weberland, episode 53.
53.
Not going to lie, we had to restart that because we couldn't remember what episode we were on.
I know. I thought it was 52.
Whoops.
I'm losing it.
No, 53. Soon to be news. What is this? What's today's date? June what?
22nd or 3rd?
23rd. That sounds right. The 23rd. So in 1 month, less than a
22nd.
little bit. What? Does it matter?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's the 23rd. I don't know. I don't know what day it is. This will
know.
come out on Tuesday of that week, whatever that is. We're very off. But in just about a month, a little less than that, two exciting things are happening in Disney World,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have. Can I just tell you, I almost called it Spectro Magic.
What's that?
The old school nighttime
Oh.
parade in Magic Kingdom. Starlight, Disney Starlight, right?
Yes.
That's what it's called. That is the new nighttime parade happening in Magic Kingdom. That is opening July 20th.
And it's backwards.
It's backwards. The route is backwards. So it starts on Main Street.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it ends in Frontierland.
I understand why.
Of course,
yeah.
Especially since it's happening at night, right? So that's kind of for the flow, the crowd flow, right? Because that's probably how people are going to end their night, right?
Yeah. How do you fit it in with fireworks? Does the fireworks are after, right?
I think, are they after or before?
No. That's interesting. I wonder how they're going to do that.
You know what? We probably should have looked that up. I'm sure that's out there already because they're already talking about times of the parade and things like that. There is... and this is something else we kind of need to look into, being that we're going to be down there soon, is if you are an annual pass holder, you have to make a park reservation to Magic Kingdom, even if you're going to Park Hop.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of to
crowd
regulate,
control.
The crowd. So that's going to be interesting when you're planning out, your park days if you are an annual pass holder.
Oh, yeah.
But that's very exciting that it's happening very soon, right?
Yes. I think it's going to be really cool.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
I'm excited.
The concept art is great. I mean, when it starts, it's going to be very crowded, and it's going to be very crowded for probably the first year.
You know what I like
if it
about
makes it that far.
I like that we missed the parade a lot on our last trip, and I'm like, oh, there's not another one. It's just 3:00 or that's it. So there's another chance to see not Festival of Fantasy, but see another parade. At night. Which is really cool.
I mean, but this is the first time in a long time, right? I mean, Disney Magic Kingdom at least hasn't had a nighttime parade. Again, Spectral Magic, and then there was help me out. What was the electrical parade, right?
Yeah, electrical parade.
So
that's still going though.
Yeah.
In the water.
Well, no, that's.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. Yeah.
Water parade.
Yeah. Well, that one's happening too.
Yeah.
2 days after that, something else is happening.
What?
In Epcot. Test Track is opening. Test Track 3.0.
Gotta get my helmet on.
Which I think everyone's very excited for. I assume everyone is. Because we are.
Yeah.
It needed a revamp.
Oh, yeah. I think it's gonna be great.
Well, a lot of people liked the first Test Track. And then they changed it. And you could build your car and this and whatever. Stall basically is what Disney needed to do. I do think this attraction needed an update. I'm very excited for it. We'll see what happens and what it's like. So
I think it's gonna be great. People are like almost zooming in, and you can see I think you still can build your own car.
Oh, cool!
Like that, so
it's a cool concept. Again, it's stalling, and it's better than just waiting in line, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
they showed a little of the inside too in one of the videos I saw, and it lit up like the buildings and stuff. It was pretty cool when you drive by.
Yeah. I mean, Epcot, for the most part, when it comes to updates, is pretty much done if you compare it to the other parks.
I just saw something. I was looking on when I was scrolling through that it's tough to be a bug. The walls are up around it.
Oh, get out! Well, I saw that the signs were down.
Yeah.
Get out!
Man.
Really? Oh man. Well, speaking of It's tough to be a bug, right? Based off of Bug's life. We're gonna reroute here a little bit, not our jump off, but we'll go with it. A little transition here. We're gonna be talking about Disney and Pixar movies this episode. We are hearing a lot of I guess mixed reviews about the new movie that just came out, right?
Yeah.
Ilio, is that what it's called? Rave reviews. It did amazing in the box office. The new Lilo and Stitch, right? The live action. Everyone that I've talked to loves it. Again, it did incredible. In the box office. So, Disney has a lot coming up. Again, not just in the parks. We're looking at a new Toy Story, right? Toy Story 5 it would be, right?
Yep, next year.
Frozen 3.
Yep.
Right? They just obviously came out with Moana 2 not too long ago. Lots of stuff in the works. So we decided just to kind of talk about our favorite Disney and Pixar movies. I don't like to mesh them together. I know still it's one thing.
Yeah, we could do split them up. I think it's good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I put together kind of like my top 3 right now. If you were to ask me what are my top 3 favorite Disney movies and my top 3 Pixar movies, right now, that's kind of what I did.
I'm getting it mixed up too. I was like, "Oh, is this a Pixar movie or is this a regular movie?" Or is this,
right?
Get a little.
Some of them are confusing. Yeah, I agree with you. Some of them are confusing. We could have done this any way we wanted. When it comes to the Disney movies, though, I personally stuck with the animation.
Okay.
I have favorite movies that are not animated movies when it comes to Disney, and we can mention them.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I stuck to.
It opens up too much, I think, if you do.
It does.
If you do it with non-animated. So I think it's good. Animated Disney movies and then Pixar movies.
Yeah. Since we're talking about it, one of my favorite non-animated Disney movies is Heavyweights. That's so my childhood.
It's amazing.
Right there,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ernest movies. It would just be filled with all that.
There's a ton. And I mean even
check.
oh my gosh, yes. But even Hocus Pocus is huge all of a sudden, right? In the last couple years during Halloween season. So it's hard to it's hard to mix those with the animated ones. So I strictly went animated, if that's okay with you.
Perfect.
Cool.
I did too.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go first.
We always start at the bottom, so we'll go at number 3. Okay. Right now, there's a million movies to pick from, so I'm going to go Disney. We'll start with the Disney ones. Right now, and you know this, I'm really into Encanto. I'm really, really into that movie. I love that they are showcasing the Latin culture. I've said that before.
Yes.
I'm not Colombian. I am half Puerto Rican though, and so I'm just loving that vibe. It's a great movie. Bowie loves it.
The songs are awesome.
Yes. Number 3 for me is Encanto.
That was my honorable mention for number 3, sort of. I didn't know where to put it.
Your honorable mention, not your number 3.
Yeah, this was the Disney movies are harder than the Pixar ones for me.
Yes,
but
there's a lot to choose from.
I'm gonna say Lion King is my number 3.
Interesting. Is that because you just found out a little known fact from the Lion King?
I knew that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I can't believe you didn't know that. Let's explain though what we're talking about.
So the singer of Toto is actually John Williams' son, and he is the voice of Adult Simba.
He's the singing voice of Adult Simba.
Because Matthew Broderick is the voice. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy who sings Africa, because everyone knows that song.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas is the
speaking voice of young Simba.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the songs are great.
Yeah.
The animation's way ahead of its time. There's so much they had to do for that movie. I don't know, I just always go back to it, and that's why I think it's a great Disney movie I always kind of think of the Lion King when I'm at Animal Kingdom too.
I think that Lion King falls into the cluster of movies that we grew up on, right? Those late 80s, early 90s, Disney movies. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. It's not on my list, but
a lot of great voice actors. Jim Cummings, of course, and Jeremy Irons, Scar.
Yeah, well, Elton John too.
Elton John music. It's a lot.
Soundtrack,
a lot of great things.
That's a good one.
Matthew,
nice pick.
Nathan Lane too, and
yes, he is Timon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good pick. Yeah, very good. Number 2 for me is Alice in Wonderland.
I thought that would be number one. Oh, okay.
No, you know what my number one is. You know I have a specific favorite Disney movie, and Alice in Wonderland is close.
Yep.
I don't know. Even as a kid, I've just always, I know it's like trippy, right? But take that out of it for a second. You know, all the colors, the imagination, I think it is for me. It's very old school. I've always liked Alice in Wonderland, so that's my number 2.
Yeah, I think that's a great one. I didn't pick that one as number 2 though. Aladdin is my number 2.
I thought that would have been number 1.
No,
Okay.
I have another one that's number 1.
Okay, Aladdin's a great one. Again, falls into that cluster of movies that we grew up on.
Yeah, the songs are great again. It's all in that time frame. I think that was like the best Disney animated movies were coming out at that time.
Yeah.
So, and the great, I don't know. I just think everything about it just, Robin Williams just can't. It's amazing what he did with Genie, and got Steve from Full House. Scott. What's his last name? Weiner.
I have no idea.
Scott Weiner, I think.
But again, another movie where there was an actor that voiced the character, and then another person that was the singing voice. So he was the speaking voice for Aladdin.
They did that a lot in all those movies. Yeah. Which I think worked well, because then you got someone great singing.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you find out that they're not singing, it kind of gets a little disappointing.
Don't forget Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah,
Iago.
And Jafar. I don't know who played Jafar. Oh, Freeman, his last name is, I think, who played Jafar. I don't remember his first name.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Solid 2 choices there, Ryan.
Yeah. I would watch any of those anytime. So.
Yeah. Well, number 1 for me,
Okay.
I don't know how you can forget,
What?
is of course Peter Pan.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh, well. It's always been my absolute favorite Disney movie. I love Peter Pan. Again, not really sure why. I just, even as a kid, I flocked to it.
Yeah.
Captain Hook is one of my favorite villains. One of. I love the movie so much.
It's in our intro. So, Peter Pan off to Weberland.
Duh. Guys, it is one of those nights. It really is. It is in our intro.
It is.
Good for me.
Yeah, and I think Jagger really likes it too. So our son. So
yes.
So number 1 for me is no surprise. Actually, I can't believe you don't think about this one. A Goofy movie.
Oh, duh. You're right. I should have known that.
Movie's great.
Oh, it's a great movie.
I saw it in the movie theater too when it came out.
It is.
That's all.
Cheddar.
We got Pauly Shore. You got Jason Marsden, Bill Farmer. And then Pete. Is Pete in it? I forget. Why do I? He is in it.
He is in it. Yes.
And so Jim Cummings again. But I think he had a small part, Pete. But he usually has a bigger part in Goof Troop and all that. So, but yeah, it's just a great Powerline and all that. It's just great.
You're right.
Film. And it recently had an anniversary, and they had merch and stuff at Disney. So
yeah,
that's my number 1. I can watch that movie. I actually like the second one too. So the extremely goofy movie.
What a great choice. I didn't forget about that movie, but I didn't even it didn't. I don't know. I don't know. It didn't. But hard, right? We keep saying that this was a very hard list to put together. There are so many movies. Like, I love Robin Hood.
Yeah,
that was another one of my favorites growing up. Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I'm getting really. I'm more into it for some reason. I always loved it. I always loved that movie, but for whatever reason, it's becoming closer to the top for me.
Yeah, I was just trying to think about what I would watch.
Yeah.
What are the if I had to pick 3 to watch, that's kind of what I.
That's fair. Yeah. Lots of great movies.
Yeah.
Pixar, totally different and separate movies, and again, some are Pixar, and some you do forget.
Yeah.
Like Brave.
yeah.
Which is not on my list. It's a great movie, but it's a Pixar movie.
I saw it
and
you recently. I didn't see that till
it's a great movie.
We watched a little of it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a little bit of a sleeper, I think. A lot of people kind of push that one to the side. Merida's not, she is a princess, but a lot of people almost forget that she is and that she exists. If you have a chance to see Brave, I definitely recommend it. It's great. She's got the little brothers, right? The 3 little brothers that are running around. They're cute.
It doesn't surprise me that the new movie didn't do well, because Pixar movies grow on you, and later on it just gets better and better, and you realize that they're better than you think, and Like I feel like it will eventually be,
sure,
a favorite. Like that movie Onward. Like I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
But it didn't do the best, I don't think. But it's growing on me more and more.
It's not one that you hear about often right now, at least. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? It's hit or miss because in the last couple years, the movies that have come out, like remember Luca? We never saw it.
No, I never saw it.
You never really hear about it. Yeah. I think they have like a mural in Italy in Epcot, but other than that, you don't really hear too much about it. I would love to see it. I haven't seen it. Turning Red we haven't seen, even though we like Four Town. You know what I mean?
There's a lot about that though. That's everywhere. But I think
that's true.
Pixar just blew up from Toy Story, so
right,
and that's what started it all. And they're just keep putting out great movies, and I know it takes a long time for them to make it, and the animation's always changing. And I'm actually interested to see what Toy Story 5 looks like compared, because you go back to 1 and it's like, what?
Yeah. Well, even 4, when you watch 4 compared to 1, it's completely different. So yeah, let's
What do you have for number 3?
I don't know. That's why I wrote down. I already forgot. Too many movies to remember. What did I write down? Oh, duh, A Bug's Life.
Oh.
Yeah. Another. Well, there goes my list. I hope I don't need it. Fell on the floor. Number 3 for me. I'm gonna put A Bug's Life again. Another movie we grew up on. Flick, and it's just a classic. I think. At least little millennial nostalgia, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just again great actors doing voiceovers. Dave Foley is Flick from Kids in the Hall.
Right.
He just has a great voice too for that. It's like it sounds kind of young, and I don't know. It was a very well done movie altogether, and it was funny. I remember it being really funny.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I saw that in the movie theater too. My number 3 though is The Incredibles.
Oh, you and Jagger.
It grew on me.
You guys have been watching that recently a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I used to be like, oh, it's kind of boring, but like it grew on me. Like I've been watching. Like I love Jason Lee. He's one of my favorite actors, and he is the bad guy in it, Syndrome, and he wants to be like Mr. Incredible and all, growing up. So then he ends up, doing the revenge on Mr. Incredible and all that. And I think it's a really great idea and plot, and it's cool. They can do so much with superheroes, and I never saw the second one till recently, and it was awesome. Like I was like, oh, this is almost even better than the first one.
Yeah, I like how they incorporate the baby Jack.
Yeah,
like because he's funny because he has his powers now, right? And they discover his powers, and I think it's funny how they incorporate it. I think because he has no control, right? He's a baby. He doesn't know how to control his powers. Yeah, so that's adorable.
The plot of the second one's a little like the first, but I still think it was good. And I heard they're making a third one eventually. I don't think it's coming out till like 2030 or something.
Wow.
29.
And 30. Not for nothing, not to go to the parks, but I like how they have the meet and greets in Hollywood studios. But again, as always, because I'm always going to say this, there's just so much more they can do. Yeah, I think, especially with it, because they have a fan base. The Incredibles have a fan base. But it's stuck right outside of Toy Story Land. Right around the corner from Runaway Railway. And again, glad they have the meet and greets.
They're in the cavalcade too.
That's right.
In Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs.
The friendship one, right? Is that where Adventure? No, what's it called?
Adventure Friends.
Whatever. Yeah, something like that.
Adventure Friends Cavalcade. And I don't know. I just again a great cast of actors, and that's really I feel like is the core of it. Yeah. Because that's what Toy Story is too, and so they again. I don't know. You have Craig T. Nelson as Mr. Incredible, Holly Hunter as Elastigirl, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson, yeah, that's right.
Frozo. Yeah. So, and then Jason Lee is a bad guy. I wish he came back for the second one, but they kind of. I was actually surprised how they got rid of him. They literally got chopped up in the first one. We think maybe he'll come back for the third one, and he's really alive.
Well, probably not. Jason Lee in general is a hard get, so maybe the character.
Yeah, but, he doesn't really do much anymore. I think he's kind of retired from the acting thing. So
that's a good one.
Yeah,
good choice. Yeah. My number 2, right? That's what we're at. Number 2 is Coco. Oh, obviously, again, showcasing the Latin culture. I am all about it. That one came before Encanto. I love it.
That one really surprised me, like as a movie. Like I was like, oh, it started out like kind of the same, and then it changed.
Is it because it's about death? Because that's
no,
really essentially what it's about, right?
But I really like how they did it. I like how they did it.
Yeah,
like it was really cool.
It just reminds me. Good. It reminds me of like my family.
Yeah.
You know, like and I'm sure for you too. You know, you can probably see that. So yeah, I really like that one.
The Day of the Dead or whatever it's based.
Yeah, that's what it's based off of, and you go watch it.
Very cool movie. So my number 2 is your number 3, Bug's Life.
Okay, there it is.
So yeah, I think that is underrated Pixar movie, definitely, because you don't hear about it that much anymore. And then they got rid of the ride or the show at Animal Kingdom, and I was a little disappointed in that. But again, change. I am too. But we have never seen Zootopia. Yeah.
So we can't really speak on what this is going to be like. You can't replace A Bug's Life. Again, it's that nostalgia for us because that's what we grew up on, right? It's like, taking away something, Festival of the Lion King or something like that. Like that would kill us.
I do hope they put something Bug's Life somewhere because now there's nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But Hollywood Studios seems to be becoming the Pixar place. So.
Yeah, but I don't know how they would incorporate A Bug's Life. I feel like it's kind of it's gone. Yeah. I hate to say it like that. I mean, unless it does like a resurgence, you know what I mean, where all of a sudden there's a new fan base for Bug's Life. Yeah.
Maybe a Bug's Life ride somewhere.
Well, maybe we'll see. Probably not
one day
in America.
But yes, I always liked that movie. I did feel like it's a little long, but it's good. That's why it's number 2.
I think we have the same number 1.
Maybe. I had a tie number 1.
A tie?
Well,
why?
Well, you go
all right,
first.
We're going to do this at the same time.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Toy Story 1 and 2.
Blah. What?
I liked the second one so much. I don't know if I liked the second one or the first one better. So they're kind of tied. But I guess if I had to pick one, it'd be number 1, just because of what it started.
Yes.
And so it was a very original idea.
Yes.
And, 3 makes me cry, so I don't like it. No, I like it, but I don't like it.
4 made me cry when we saw it in the movies. Remember, we went to the theater to see it, and I cried.
It surprises you 4 at the end. And some people say they don't like it, but I think it was a great 4th movie.
Yeah, I think all 4 are
They're
great.
all good. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about 2 that bothers me a little bit. I'm not really sure. It's not the introduction of Jessie or anything like that. I actually like Jessie. Bowie is obsessed with Jessie. She loves Jessie so much.
Maybe you saw it too much.
Maybe that's what it is. 2 is actually my least favorite. But again, I love all 4 of them. You just can't beat the original. You can't beat the first one. As many times as you see it, it's what started it all. That duo of Tom Hanks and Tim Allen.
All of them though.
You're right. There's so many voices that you don't even realize. You're like, wait, that person voices this character.
Yeah, Ernest was in there.
That's right.
For the first 2.
That's right.
He passed away. And Don Rickles,
that's
who
right.
you never think would be in a Disney movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of his mouth. But and Estelle, I forget her last name, but she was the mother, George's mother in Seinfeld. And
that's right.
She just recently passed away.
Right.
And then
and even the and I don't know her name, the aunt or the sister in Roseanne from the show Roseanne. Oh, yeah. She's Andy's mom.
Laurie Metcalf.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
And then also Jesse's Joan Cusack. And
That's right. The
prospector was Kelsey Grammer. And then you have Cliff from Cheers 2, who's Ham.
Ham, right.
And then Wallace Shawn is Rex. So.
That's right. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You don't realize how many famous people and people, actors that were in this movie. You just can't beat the original, in my opinion. You just can't beat it.
I think they did it. I wish, Potato Head was in 4 more, but I think they did a great job with Don Rickles' voice and being able to use his voice. And then even when Ernest passed, for 3 and 4, the actor from Boy Meets World, Sean's father, I don't know his real name, but he did a great job with Slinky Dog, and they actually were college roommates at one point.
Oh,
him and
oh my
Ernest.
gosh, no way!
And, yeah, so they sound
cool.
like he's getting older too. So I'm hoping 5's going to be tough because you don't have Don Rickles, you don't have Estelle, whatever her last name is from Seinfeld. And
so those are the potato heads.
Yeah.
Just so,
both of them.
Yeah.
You don't have that. But you have everybody else. So hopefully, I think it's going to be interesting because of the plot and stuff. But, it's fun. I don't know. I think also Andy did a great job. The kid who played Andy, and Laurie Metcalf. And I don't know. I like how in the second one they have what's his name? Oh my God, why can't I think of his name? Newman from Seinfeld as Al's toy barn.
I think that might be why I'm not a huge fan of the second one. Yeah, he bothers me. He bothered me in Jurassic Park too.
Well,
like
angry.
anything that he does, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I'm not the biggest fan of him. And I think that's that whole concept of the second one about how he comes and he steals Woody from the yard sale, and he
plays a good bad guy. Like evil. But if you watch, this is totally off topic, but if you watch Jurassic Park, he wears that 3 outfits that are in Goonies. In Jurassic Park, the outfits that he wears are from Goonies and Steven Spielberg.
Oh, get out!
He wears the yellow jacket.
I remember the yellow jacket.
Shirt, chunk, and then there's another.
Get out of here! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look for that now. I had
think
no
it's
idea.
Corey Feldman's outfit.
Mouth, yeah.
Like his jacket.
Interesting.
So like the
Look
color
at that.
schemes are the same. If you look it up, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They're all connected though, because Mrs. Potato Head and Newman, and then you have the prospector is Kelsey Grammer, and then Cliff from Cheers, and I think it's interesting how they're all kind of connected with each other. So.
Yeah.
But again, Tim Allen and
Tom Hanks.
You can't beat that chemistry.
Absolutely.
And the rumor is he comes back to help the toys in the 5th one.
Listen, all I know is that there better be an Andy appearance. That's all I'm saying.
I heard that too.
There better be. That's all I'm saying.
I heard Andy's in it. I heard that the mother's in it. I heard a lot of things, but
okay. Well, let's.
You know what it is? It gets you at the heartstrings, like all the movies, all those Toy Story movies. But the first one, like, there's something so. Like it gives you such a good feeling, like it's like a Saturday morning cartoon feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where it's just like, oh, this is perfect. I don't know. And then the music, of course, Randy Newman. I mean, we listen to that song all the time in the car with the kids.
Over and
he's getting older too, so
yes,
he's 80.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So
I had Monsters Inc. and Inside Out on my list as well as kind of honorable mentions.
Yes.
Monsters Inc. obviously classic. Even Monsters University was good. I think that's a great series that they have there.
Yeah.
I think Monstropolis is actually going to do really well as long as it's done right.
Yeah, I think I'm excited.
In Hollywood Studios, and then Inside Out is a new one, right?
Yeah.
You have, I mean. The first one came out a long time ago, but you have the second one that just came out, which I've only seen bits and pieces of, so I can't really speak on it. But it's very popular.
Yeah.
A lot of people like it. A lot of kids like it. I loved the first one.
They
I
did
thought
a great
it was
job
great. I thought it was very smart.
Yeah.
So
it's very quick too and witty. Like I don't know, it was very well done. Like when I saw it, like I was skeptical at first.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
we didn't really see the second one. We see like half of it.
It's like bits and pieces. Yeah. So
hit the watch it.
That's.
I mean, they overall always do a great job of Pixar movies, and they always have Cliff from Cheers in there somewhere too. He's
funny.
always.
Yeah.
I think he's done like 26 Pixar movies or something like that. Crazy.
There's 26 Pixar movies.
He's somewhere in there in every movie. Like even if it's like one line or one word. We noticed in The Incredibles that Wallace Shawn, who plays Rex, is Mr. Incredible's boss.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. But that's has to be the number one. Sorry.
Yeah. No, so don't be sorry. I knew we were going to have the same number one.
Yep.
I know you were a toss up between 1 and 2, but I just had that feeling. That feeling.
I mean, these are all amazing movies. So.
Yes.
This was fun. This was good.
Yeah. We'll have to do we'll have to talk about more movies once the new ones start coming out, or they start giving us more information, because those are big. Toy Story and Frozen, these are really big movies. big franchises. So I think it'll be worth talking about.
Make sure that everyone listens to the podcast too. If you know, on all the platforms. If you're watching this on YouTube too, where you have a video of it too. So,
yes.
Adventures in Weberland.
Yep,
Just want everyone to know where to go.
Yeah.
And we will hang out with you on the next Adventures in Weberland.